or 1 in the homework. So it says, if there are 20 students in the class and 60% of the students participate in sports, how many students participate in sports? Step number 1, it says, write your answer statement. What are we trying to solve? So in this case, if you look back at the problem, it says, how many students participate in sports? That's what we're going to try to figure out. And I'll write in my answer statement, there are blank students participating in sports. I read my answer statement first because this reminds me what it is that I'm trying to figure out. Next, step number 2, set up your equivalent ratios with the percent on one side and the sample ratio on the other. In this case, the ratio that we're looking for is the number of students that participate in sports over the number of students total. In this case, we know that there are 20 students total in the class. So we'll have 20 students total. And what we don't know is the number of students that participate in sports. That's what we're trying to figure out. And we know that this ratio is equal to a certain percent. And it says here that 60% of the students participate in sports. So we can set up the percent as a ratio, and it's always going to be out of 100 because percents are always out of 100. So I'll set up 60 right here. And I know the total is out of 100 because it's 60%. Now what I can do is I can look at these two equivalent ratios. I look between 20 and 100 and I think to myself, what can I multiply or divide between these two numbers to get from 20 to 100? In this case, I can multiply 20 times 5 to get to 100. And if I'm multiplying the denominator by 5, I know that whatever the numerator is over here, I also am going to multiply by 5. Then I think to myself, what number times 5 equals 60? And you might know this in your head. In other ways, you can divide 60 divided by 5. And either way, it gets you to 12. Because 12 times 5 equals 60. And we're not done yet. The last thing that we have to do is complete our answer statement. We know that there are 12 students participating in sports.